Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So, I am Arvin Joshua P. Berlongo from the Graduate School, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. I was supposed to present this face to face, but because of the weather condition, I think that I cannot go to the venue tomorrow, October 25. So, I am recording this. So, I am here to present our study entitled Unveiling Knowledge Levels and Factors Shaping Purchase Intention of UPLB Youth Dormers Towards an Emerging Superfood, which is Microgreens. Together with me in this paper is Dr. Melody Marciana E. De Castro from the Department of Agribusiness Management and Entrepreneurship, College of Economics and Management, University of the Philippines, Los Baños. This is the reason why microgreens are relevant now in our society. With the increasing food insecurity, decreasing area of arable lands, the increasing threats of climate change, increasing world population, and increasing food prices, it is important for us to cope as a nation. Thus, controlled environment agriculture was birthed. And part of this controlled environment agriculture are microgreens. So, microgreens are not yet well known in the Philippines, but in other countries, they are known to have high levels of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and phenolic compounds. This is actually one of the parts of my undergraduate thesis and my master's thesis back in the University of the Philippines. So, even though microgreens have this amount of benefits, awareness is still nascent. So, this study aimed to investigate the knowledge levels and factors influencing the purchase intent of microgreens and emerging superfood. Specifically, the study aimed to assess the level of awareness, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent related to microgreens, examine the relationship among key constructs including knowledge, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent, assess both formative and reflective indicators associated with these constructs. So for the conceptual framework, we utilize the theory of planned behavior with factors such as knowledge, perception, and the willingness to consume, leading to purchase intent. And of course, since it is not yet that well known in the Philippines, the decision part of the theory of planned behavior was omitted. So we focus on the purchase intent. So to do this, survey questionnaires were distributed via online platforms utilizing purposive sampling to target respondents residing in Los Baños, Laguna. So at first, we have 200 respondents, but then it was narrowed down to only the respondents that are living in the more urban or suburban areas in Los Baños. So this group was then further narrowed to those aged 18 to 24 to specifically target youth dormers in Los Baños. So the survey questionnaire format is a 5-point Likert scale. So the levels of awareness, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent were analyzed by getting the mean, and for the relationships between the latent variables of knowledge, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent, we utilize the partial least squares structural equation modeling PLS-SEM. So PLS-SEM is actually fit for studies with limited amount of respondents. Thus, it also utilizes bootstrapping, so it makes this statistical tool fit for this study with only 122 respondents. So results revealed that there are neutral levels of knowledge, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent. So this is very important in the study of microgreens. I actually presented my master's thesis in another conference last August. And one of the comments in my paper is that why are we studying this on this level if in the market side of it, it is not yet established, like we still don't have a target consumer for it, etc. So that time I answered that I am actually exploring these different factors. And this is this paper. So this is a reflection that microgreens is not yet known in the Philippines. Thus, there is a need to introduce this commodity to establish a market. So in line with this, I actually a part of a project at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, at the Institute of Crop Science. And our project is revolving around teaching communities, students towards microgreens production. So through that project, we are able to actually teach other people on how to grow microgreens, teach them about the benefits of microgreens and the possible business ventures that could stem from microgreens. And for the results of the PLSM, the path coefficients also revealed that the knowledge leads to perception, perception leads to willingness to consume, and willingness to consume leads to willingness to purchase. So the outer weights for formative indicators is only significant in cultivation, and the outer loadings for the reflective indicators is significant for both frequency to purchase and willingness to pay premium. So for the information of everybody, microgreens is actually a premium product. It can be cultivated in a cheap manner, but if you will go to groceries and to even urban farms, it is priced like 200 pesos for every 100 grams of the product. So in terms of its business viability, it can have a significant profit. So, in conclusion, there is a neutral level of awareness, perception, willingness to consume, and purchase intent of microgreens among youth dormers. Correlation of latent variables revealed a significant moderate to strong positive correlation among all constructs. Here is the revised conceptual framework. So, we just removed all of those non significant parts of the diagram. So, towards the next, we are envisioning to go around to elevate knowledge levels on microgreens through extension activities. We are actually doing that as part of one of my personal advocacies as well, and a project of the Institute of Crop Science. Advance microgreens data on market performance using focus group discussions of Filipino practitioners and key players. So as much as it is important for us to gauge the knowledge through quantitative metrics, we need to also acknowledge that a qualitative study on the level of awareness on microgreens and also the possible areas to explore in this industry is also needed. Market can be segmented by focusing another study on health conscious individuals, and lastly, to explore the same and or other frameworks in the lens of purchase decision. So that is what we can expect for this commodity moving forward. Again, this is Arvin Joseph P. Barlongo from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, para sa Bayan, Agham at Agrikultura.